Okay, guys. Hopefully this is working right now. By the way, sorry for all of the um, false streams I did before, where it says like testing and I'm live. I know there's like 1,000 of those things on my channel. Later on tonight, I'm gonna plan on getting all those things taken down because I know they're really annoying popping up in your guys' feed, and they're not even really streams; they're just really tests. Got one viewer watching right now. What's up, man? I'm just gonna get on here and check the stream out really quick. Just make sure everything's running smoothly. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. And live chat is set up right here. So if you guys ask me any questions at all, feel free to. You guys can definitely get involved in the stream. Ask me anything you guys want to. But tonight we're going to be getting into a various amount of topics because the movie world has been blowing up. And while I've been sitting in my cave, not talking about the movie world, now I am very, very far behind. So tonight, let's get into this. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the thumbnail that you guys had seen in the beginning of before you clicked on the video. Talk about my anticipations for the new Joker film and talk about a couple things that have been going on with it lately, the news on it, and give you guys a little bit more of an insight on what's been going on with that film lately. The film is scheduled to come out in October this year, and I am super excited for this movie because I feel like this movie is going to be something that we've never seen before in the Batman and DC universe as a whole. And I think that when you go to view this movie, because I don't want people to go and view this movie and be like, I want Joker in every single frame of this movie. Because when Suicide Squad came out, people went and they wanted to see Jared Leto in every single shot of the movie. And it's not your fault for wanting that because they marketed the movie with the Joker a lot. And I feel like that was a big mistake. I feel like they shouldn't have done that. They should have tried to basically oh, just give me notification I'm live. Thanks, Google. But I think you should go into Suicide Squad. Well, this is before when I was saying this before. People got disappointed at that movie and said it sucked because there was no Joker in it, or there was Joker in it, but he's not in the movie all the time. But my thing is with that defense is it's not a Joker movie. It was a Suicide Squad movie. It wasn't just about the Joker. There was, Boomerang and, Harley Quinn and Killer Croc. There was all kinds of different characters that were in that little group, Deadshot and everything else. But in this movie, I don't want you guys going in there and thinking that it's going to be Joker every single frame of the movie. It's really not going to be like that. And it's going to be a movie that's going to explore the human psyche. It's going to explore different various parts of the human anatomy. Not anatomy, but you know what I mean? Behavior. And I think it was trying to light on some things because for a while now, society has been asking this question and has been very curious about, of why all this crazy stuff is going on. I think when you watch movies like Taxi Driver, which I seen about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Which, by the way, guys, if you want to see what the Joker is going to be like, this new one, watch Taxi Driver, and as well as The Man Who Laughed, or The Man That Laughed. I can remember it was The Man Who Laughed or The Man That Laughed, but it was an old vintage. I think it was a silent movie. The Man Who Laughed. Watch that, and also The Greatest Showman. I think that's what it's called. Was it The Greatest Showman? I can't remember if that was called or not. It's got De Niro in it. It's got De Niro. Is it called The Greatest Showman? I can't remember. But go check those movies out because those movies dive into some really deep things. And this new Joker movie draws a lot of inspiration from that. So when you go into this movie, it's slow paced. It's going to be a slow burner. I haven't seen it, obviously, but I've, just gotten that in my brain. This is not your typical DC movie. This is going to be a hard-hitting film. It's going to be very dark. It's not going to be a happy experience watching it, but it's going to be a very interesting look at the way that the psyche works, the way that humans. I don't necessarily want to get too deep into it, but I feel like it's going to be a movie that is what it is. It's a study. It's a character study. I think that's what we should go into it for. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to get into this or not in this stream. Because, oh boy, this is going to get, if I get into this. And what I mean by this is lately, there was 2 movies I was going to talk about in this live stream. And by the way, I want to say this. I want to say it before we continue. Rest in peace to Sid Haig. Sid Haig was one of my favorite actors of all time. It's just, I was so saddened to hear about his passing, and it's just very unfortunate. I'm very saddened by it. He's a great actor, great guy. I've seen plenty of interviews. Seems like a really nice person. I liked him in Hatchet 3. I loved him in all the Rob Zombie movies. Pretty much every movie he's been in, I haven't seen one bad Sid Haig performance. Even if the movies themselves weren't the greatest, he still did his very best and delivered some of the best performances he could give. So I want to say rest in peace, Sid Haig. Very awesome guy. And when I heard about that, I was heartbroken because the guy is, like I said, a great person, and he's going to be missed. So yeah, rest in peace to Sid Haig. But like I said, lately with the Rambo and Joker movies, there has been some news that have come out that have really ticked me off. And for a while now, it's been this issue with films that have pissed me off, quite frankly, with people saying certain things and getting upset about certain things. Now, what I talk about is with this Joker movie. Joaquin Phoenix was doing an interview, and I've seen pretty much all the interviews about Joker, not just Joaquin Phoenix, but all the interviews about Joker. And he was doing an interview the other day. I don't think it was filmed, but while he was doing the interview, a question was asked. And this pretty much went down like the Robert Downey interview. If you guys have ever seen that infamous interview, Robert Downey had done an interview where a guy had brought up his past. I think it was during the Civil War or Infinity War, maybe. I don't think it was Endgame. I think it was Infinity War, Civil War, something like that. He was promoting the movie. And this journalist asked him a question about his past, and it had nothing to do with the film. And it was a huge dick move. I remember watching it and being like, you asshole. Why would you do that? Why would you ask a question like that? Well, the other day, Joaquin Phoenix did a interview, and the guy had asked him if this movie is going to promote violence. Is it going to provoke people? Are there going to be people doing more violent acts because of this movie? And I'm over here thinking, how disrespectful do you have to be to ask the leading character of the film, the lead actor of the film, the star of the movie, a question like that? Why can't we just let these movies come out, man? There are movies being pulled from theaters. There are movies like Rambo being called sexist and racist because of the gun violence in the films. And it's ridiculous, man. To me, it's ridiculous. And I don't care how much heat and hate I get for saying this stuff, because this needs to be said. This is ridiculous. You got movies being attacked by people when they're films, works of fiction. They are movies. I mean, what was that one movie 3 or 4 months ago that got pulled from theaters because of the guns in it? Now, I'm going to say this real quick. I don't agree with all the gun violence that's been going on in the United States. It's very saddening. It's very saddening, and I wish it didn't happen. I really do. I wish there was no violence. You ask me, if this was a perfect world, I would love it to be a perfect world. I would love this world to not have violence, not have evil people in this world. I really do. And I'm just saying it's a wrong thing that these people have done that, and they went out and they've committed gun violence and crimes. What I'm saying is to attack films and music, people, music and films and art and books and poems, to attack fictional things. Think about it. These things are works of fiction. They're art. They're expressionism. If a film has a gun in it, it's not real. It's a work of fiction. And these people say, "Oh, well, they watch these movies and they get inspired to do violent acts." No, if they can't tell the difference between a real life and a movie, they're crazy. They're psychopaths. They really are. And you know what? It's been bugging me for a while because Rambo and Joker are not the first films to get affected by this. It's been other movies for a long time now. And there's been movies that have come out that if you say that you don't like, you get called sexist and racist. Let's get one thing clear. I think that we should all live equally. I don't care what race you are, what sex you are, what your sexuality is. I don't care. What I care about is the kind of person that you are. If you're a kind person, if you're a person that works hard, if you're a person that has respect, if you're a person that is overall a decent person, a good person, that's all I care about, man. I don't care about anything else you do. But when it comes to films anymore, and I watch these movies, and if I say, "Oh yeah, this wasn't really," and even if I like the movies, even if I say they're decent, people are like, "Oh, well, you're sexist, you're racist." I'm like, "No, dude. I'm tired of that, man. How many movies now in Hollywood have people been saying that about? It's crazy, ludicrous." I'm like, no, just because I don't like a song or I don't like a movie or I think the movie is okay because it's overrated. Some movies I've seen get Oscars and get awards when they're meh movies. And I'm over here getting called, well, you just say because you're racist. No, it's because of the movies. Content, it's because of the movies. Just the movie in general, man. There ain't nothing racist about it, man. And I don't understand why in the movie world we got so many people attacking films saying that, oh, like the 80s. Remember the 80s, guys? Remember the 70s, the 80s, the video nasties? If anybody's in the UK out there, you guys remember the video nasties and what was going on then? They were burning VHS tapes and confiscating them because it could inspire violent acts and people who watched them could become psychopaths. I just don't understand that. If they're crazy and they get on and they watch a movie, they're crazy from the beginning. It's because you ban or just because you say a movie is blase blase doesn't mean that crazy person is going to stop whatever they had plans of doing. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't like that. But to blame movies and music, even to the point to where musicians are having to postpone their albums and their releases because people are getting offended, personally offended. And you know what? I didn't mean to make this a political stream, and I promise you, once this is over, once I get out of my system, I don't want to talk about it anymore. But it's been building and building and building and building, article after article, every little thing that's been popping up about musicians being attacked, movies being attacked, people complaining, people whining, people saying this, people saying that. It's not cool. You know, I use movies as a way to escape. I watch movies because movies are, I love the way they're made. I admire the way they're made. They're works of art, and I have a passion for them. What I'm tired of is every time I watch a movie, these people flip out, and I got to hear about all this breaking news about Joaquin Phoenix being disrespected like that to the point to where he had to walk out of a interview because of a guy asking an idiotic question like that. It's stupid. It really is, and it really does make me angry because movies should not be attacked for this. There have been movies come out and shown and that yeah, look at this. This is bad. You know, gun violence is bad. Violence is bad. Violence has been around since the beginning of time, man. It's been around since the beginning of time, and unfortunately, it will always be there. I wish it wasn't. I really do. But these people drive me crazy when they want to attack films, call Rambo all this stuff, attack that movie. You know what? I'm not even really wanting to see Rambo. But when I'm hearing all of this news and all of this crap being said about it, it makes me angry. But yeah, besides that, man, I just had to get that out of my system. People need to stop whining and crying and wanting to blame things and wanting to attack things and wanting to get offended, man. People need to chill out. I've had it happen in real life. People getting, well, I'm offended because you made a joke. I'm offended because you said this. Dude, some people need to realize the world does not revolve around them. If somebody makes a fat joke, I'm not going to get offended and say, "Oh, I'm offended by that joke." No, it's a joke. Laugh at it. Live life a little bit. Relax, you know? And when it comes to movies, relax, people. Stop blaming movies for things going on. Movies are not doing this. It's something else. And while people are distracted on blaming movies and blaming music, the real cause is being unattended. The real cause is being unnoticed. And that's another reason why I get mad. Because instead of people using their brains and being smart, they want to blame movies instead of looking at the real problems to solve these issues. And that's what I want to lead this off on. I hope for the best. I love this. Whatever, I love every person out there. I respect everybody out there. I do. I hope the best for every single person. But what I hope to not see anymore is people bashing and attacking films to the point where they got to get pulled out of theaters. You know what that does to a career? Just think about it real quick. That director, I don't know the director personally. Like, I don't know if he made any other movies, but if a director makes a movie and it gets pulled, it doesn't make any money. It doesn't do anything in the box office. Now it's in direct to DVD. Now it's not going to make nothing. That could have ruined a director's career. It can ruin filmmakers' careers. But I want to leave it off on this, man. Stop blaming movies. Stop blaming art. Stop blaming these things. And I don't care if I get heat for saying this because it's the truth. And sometimes people don't want to hear the truth. But I'm here. It's my channel. I'm saying it. Because I'm saying it because it's been bugging me for a long time now. But I want to move on to the next one. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear me talking about politics for 3 or 4 hours. Neither do I. I don't want to get into that because people might get offended. That's what I gotta be afraid of. I gotta be afraid of people getting offended. But yeah, I just hope things get solved. I hope things get resolved. I hope people can just calm down and watch films for what they are. Enjoy them for what they are. But anyways, to get out of that, gotta make a drink of water, cool down. Like I said, Rambo, Last Blood, I am really not interested in because to me, you don't need any more Rambo movies. And there's another Rocky being planned too. I'm like, Stallone, you ended these stories on the highest note you could. Rocky Balboa and Rambo were the perfect endings to the story. You couldn't do anything else. You can't. And Last Blood, I'm not going to sit here and, because I haven't seen the movie. I'm not going to judge it before I see it. But what I'm saying is, story-wise, think about it. Rambo was the perfect ending. It had gore. It had some of the best action in the series. Like Matt, Rambo After Life says in his videos, freaking Rambo takes apart half of Burma in that movie. Half a damn country in that movie. How are you gonna top that in Rambo Last Blood? And it's not Rambo Last Blood because apparently Stallone wants to do more Rambo movies. I don't know why. Just personally, I'm just like, why are you making that? Why are you making more Rocky movies? I'm okay with Creed. Creed was pretty decent. I like Creed. I didn't see Creed 2 though. Creed I can do it because Creed is his own story. But an actual other Rocky movie, I'm just like, what else can there be done? Think about it. Think about it real quick. What else can be done in the Rocky series? What else? He's fought in Russians. He's fought in, Apollo Creed. He's fought in Clubber Lang, Billy Gunn. He's fought when he was 60 years old. You can't win, Rock. You're 60 years old. But he still fought and did a great job. But I don't know, man. I'm just not interested in a new Rambo movie. I don't think you need a new Rambo movie. I don't think We need any more Rambo movies. I don't think we need any more Rocky movies. And I love that series. Rocky is my favorite, not horror film or action movie. Like, out of the boundaries of genres and stuff like that, Rocky is my favorite movie of all time. It really is. Most people say, Citizen Kane or there's other really big movies that came out over the years, Saving Private Ryan, Shawshank Redemption, even though I love Shawshank Redemption. I seen Platoon recently, and I loved Platoon. But, Rocky is my favorite movie of all time. And maybe one day I'll make a video or a stream about that and discuss with you guys of why that is. By the way, guys, if you want to ask any questions, put it in the chat. I know this got intense. I know the stream got pretty intense earlier, but we just shaking that off my chest, off my mind, and now we can just have some fun. But Rocky, I love the franchise, man. Rocky 2 is great. Rocky 3 is pretty good. I don't like it as I think Rocky 3 is my least favorite. I don't know why, but I could never get into Rocky 3. But Rocky 4 is a great movie. Rocky 5 is underrated. Rocky Balboa is great. Creed was decent film. So I'm a big fan, but I don't think there should be any more Rocky movies, because what else can you do? What else can we do with the series? I think it's just time to leave those franchises alone, but they're going to keep going. I think Rambo Last Blood might have made a lot of money. I don't know, but I know they want to make more of them, which I don't know why. It's crazy to me. I just think it should be, I think it should be, I think it's over. The stories have already ended. And as far as Joker goes, like I said, man, Joker, I'm just so excited for. I've watched a lot of, like, pretty much all teasers, all trailers. I read all the articles. I've watched all the spoiler-free reviews, and I am just so hyped for that movie. I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be a fantastic movie. It's winning awards, man. There's people talking about it can get Oscars and stuff like that. And I'm just like, when a solo Joker movie is getting that much attention from the critics and it's winning awards and it could be a potential Oscar winner, I'm like, yeah, I gotta see this. Because in the beginning I was like, yeah, I'm pretty interested. Now I'm like, yeah, I really want to see this. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a fun theater experience. I can't wait to go, man. Probably gonna get like a Joker t-shirt, go in there with the Joker swag and sit down and have a fun time, man. Let's see what else I had to talk about. I had other things. Pull up my notes over here. Updates. Oh yeah. As far as reviews go, I actually have like a mountain of franchises over here that I want to get to. And I was supposed to get a Serpent and the Rainbow and Shocker review out, because I reviewed People Under the Stairs. I reviewed In the Mouth of Madness. One day, if I can see They Live. Is it They Live? Yeah, They Live. Once I see They Live, I'll review that too as another John Carpenter movie review. I might review Christine one day too, but and Vampires. But I wanted to talk about, I had shot the reviews for Shocker, Serpent and the Rainbow, but for some reason they're taking 8-9 hours to get up onto YouTube, and I don't feel like waiting around. I don't want to, do all day and then wait 8 hours and upload it at night and miss my sleep just so I can get a review up. I'm just saying, I love doing reviews, but 8-9 hours is ridiculous to wait for it to upload. I hope the chat is working, by the way. Let me check to make sure the chat is working, because there's nothing being said in the chat. And I remember before I would do streams and the chat wasn't working. Oh yeah, the chat is working. Yeah. Still got one viewer out there. Whoever's that one viewer is, thank you so much for sticking around. Those other people came in and hear me talking about those politics. They said, oop, I'm out of here. So I don't blame you guys. I don't blame you. I didn't want to make it a big segment. It was bugging me. But they said, oop, 2, 3, 2, 1. It's fine, guys. It's fine. But yeah, I'll get those reviews up as soon as possible. I don't think I got any other solo reviews being done right now. So in the meantime, I'll be doing some franchise reviews. just to give you guys a little bit of a preview here. Now, I think I'm going to review these after October. This is after October. But I want to review the Paranormal Activity films because I covered these movies long ago. Like, before these videos got made long ago. And I am not the biggest fan of the series, but I love the first movie, and the second and third movies are okay. And by the way, the rest of the movies I have to see the reviews for because there's actually a couple in here that might surprise you with my thoughts on them. But I do have the first movie here, second movie, third movie. The good thing about these movies, they're all cheap, like maybe $5 a piece. Part 4, Part 5, and I don't have the sixth one because I can't find it anywhere. So once I find it, I'll pick it up, The Ghost Dimension. And the review I want to do, I might review these before Paranormal Activity, or maybe after, because for these ones, I have to rewatch these ones. I want to talk about the Hills Have Eyes franchise, because I'm doing the Wes Craven reviews. Why not review Hills of Eyes? And I was like, well, I'll just cover this one. But I'm like, well, if I'm going to review Hills of Eyes, might as well as review the entire franchise. But yeah, I have Hills of Eyes 1. Don't have Hills of Eyes 2 because I can never find a copy of it anywhere. I had the Hills of Eyes 1 and 2. I almost said 2 and 3. 1 and 2 unrated, and 1 and 2 theatrical cuts. Now, for Hills of Eyes Part 2, I recommend the unrated cut. For Hills of Eyes Part 1, I recommend the theatrical cut. And when you watch that review, I'll give you the explanations why. I'm just going to say this. Sometimes less is more. And the example with that is the first Hills of Eyes remake. Less is more. But we'll get into that when we get to that video. So yeah, Hills of Eyes. Now, as far as October goes, you guys might be a little bit confused because you might be like, well, you already covered these franchises before. Yes, but my videos were very low quality, and rewatching them again, they are cringy as hell. I don't like them. I think out of the one franchise, there maybe was 2 or 3 videos. The other one was maybe 2, 3. I don't know. Just the way that I did them back then, I really wasn't enthusiastic with the way I did my reviews. They just seemed like they were rushed. I repeated myself 1,000 times. But as far as these franchises go for October, I want to review or re-review the Friday the 13th franchise. I'll be talking about 1 through 8, which is in this box set. Talk about Jason Goes to Hell. We got Jason X. We got Friday the 13th, the 2009 remake. And I won't be discussing the documentary because I already did a review for it, and I don't really think I want to go back and review that again. I already did a review for the game, and Freddy vs. Jason, I'll also redo that review because I didn't really like the way those reviews turned out. They didn't seem very good. I wasn't very energetic in those reviews, and they're bad audio quality. So I wanted to get these done because of the better audio quality. And of course, if I'm going to be doing a Halloween marathon, I got to do the Halloween reviews because these reviews also suffered from bad quality and really just not. They're just videos I wasn't proud of. Now, I'm going to leave the original videos up for you guys so you guys can watch them because I want to kind of leave it up to your guys' decision. If you want to watch my old reviews, you guys can, but the new ones are still going to be there, so you can still choose which either ones you want to watch. But I've had updated thoughts on these movies, and there were rants that I did not like. I'm like, I don't really think I'd give it a rant nowadays. So opinions have changed. Quality has upped. The only reason why my video quality is so low right now because I'm streaming. I can only do it on my computer. But the reviews are going to be HD with HD audio. So, yeah. Talk about the first Halloween, which I have on Blu-ray. Halloween 2, which I have on Blu-ray. The Halloween 3 Scream Factory release, which has the alternate artwork on the inside. Kind of want to get it for you guys. Sorry, this camera is horrible. But, yeah, Halloween 3 Scream Factory which, by the way, if you're a fan of Halloween 3, if you're part of the Halloween 3 fan club, pick up Halloween 3 on Blu-ray. Then we've got Halloween 4 and 5, which is a DVD I've had for a while. Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers, and I may even check out the producer's cut. So yeah, H2O, which, yeah, I mean, re-reviewing this movie. You guys already know my thoughts on H2O. Resurrection. Unfortunately, I gotta review Resurrection. I hate that one. And then the Robs, after talking about shit after shit, we got Resurrection and H2O. Then we got the fucking Halloween Rob Zombie movies, which not a big fan of, as you can tell. But I will say this: even though I'm not a big fan of them, the theatrical cut of the first Halloween is watchable, and I would say it's decent because it's kind of harmless. There's no rape scene in it. There's no ridiculous amount of like extra footage in it. It's not boring. It's pretty fast paced. And it's I don't think it's that bad. I think the theatrical cut is decent. Now the unrated cut, that's where I have an issue with this movie because you have a rape scene in there, which I'm like, why? You have extra footage, makes it boring. You have useless extra scenes, useless extra footage that did not need to be in the movie. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of the unrated cut at all. And Halloween 2, I don't care if I see the theatrical cut or the unrated cut. I'm not a big fan of that movie. I know some of y'all are, but I just was never really into that one. Halloween 2. I respect it as different, but we'll get into that a little bit. I'm gonna save that stuff for the Halloween marathon. But yeah, and also picked up recently the Halloween 2018 film, which I'll be redoing my review on this as well, because I did a review on it, but I did like the discussion on it where it was like an audio review. So this time I'm gonna be doing an actual video review of Halloween. So this October, y'all gonna be getting the video review of Halloween 2018. So yeah, I'm very excited for that, guys. As you guys could tell, I'm hyped for October, and I can't wait to discuss these movies with you guys. Yeah, I mean, I've just always had fun reviewing them. I reviewed these franchises multiple times in the past, but this time I can kind of give them my updated thoughts with updated video quality. So yeah, surprise, surprise, guys. Surprise, surprise. Get those videos coming. Got these franchises coming. And other miscellaneous reviews and videos coming. Also, more streams coming too. Once I get my StreamYard thing set up, I'll have John back on. I'll have Steve back on. I'll have all the guys back on to do some more horror discussions here live on YouTube. So yeah, unfortunately, Hangouts did get taken down, but we can still do live streams. And I didn't even know how to do this. That's why there's so many like those high and projects or like the says test streams that didn't even go live because I was trying to figure out how to do this, but finally I was able to do this. And yeah, so I'll be doing some more live streams on here. And that one viewer is still here. Whoever you are dedicated. We're 30 minutes in. Thank you so much. And my apologies to the people who popped in on my rant, my little PC rant, a little political rant there, which I avoid doing because I just like having fun on here and talking about movies. Anything else to talk about? I think that's about it, guys. I think that's about it. Those are coming in October. I'll be making some more videos soon. I got my audio from which I'm working on called Pain. I got my other thing I'm working on called Blue Autumn, which I can't wait to get out as well. Those are two, but you guys are going to see those for a while. I'm gonna be doing a show with John this Thursday around 1 or 2 o'clock. So if you guys want to check out his channel on Thursday, we'll be doing our little Texas Chainsaw Massacre discussion over there, talking about the entire series, at least from what we can cover. and it'll be really fun. So if you guys want to check that out, we can. You guys can just head over there on Thursday around 1 or 2 o'clock p.m. We'll be starting that and talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this quick little stream. Sorry about the rant. I know it was rough to hear, but I had to get off my chest. But anyways, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this up now because I don't want to get a bunch of hate. But we'll see. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That one viewer who stuck around the entire time, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys want to stream and keep things horror. And the Explorer of Horror is out. See ya. Bye, guys.